Now is the perfect time to declutter our holiday decor, organize our gift-giving plans, and gather food and supplies for the holiday season. Together, we can have a stress-free holiday. Are you ready? You and I, the future is bright. I'm going into my storage area to get out my Christmas box and my winter box. I'm going to go through them and see if there's anything that needs to be decluttered so that I'm ready to decorate. If this is a little bit early for you to be decorating for Christmas, then perfect. This is the perfect time to go through your box because it's not quite as emotional as when you're actually deciding whether or not to put it on something or to hang it on the tree or to get rid of it. So there's a little bit of emotional distance, and I just think that's the perfect time. This video is part of a collaboration put together by Dawn at the Minimum Mom, and she has assembled many amazing YouTube creators to help you to get organized, be decluttered, and have a stress-free Christmas holiday. Usually Leo is down here for my support cat, but today my emotional support cat is Woozy. I have my 2 Christmas/winter boxes out, and since winter stuff is in here too, there are Valentine things in one of the boxes, but I'm going to ignore that for now, and I will do that when it gets closer to Valentine's Day. For now, we're dealing with Christmas and winter, and what works for me is to go through these things as quickly as possible. I have this box right here to put anything in there that needs to be decluttered. Okay, so these are the Christmas tree lights. These are lights for the house. They're icicle lights. I did buy colored lights to use this year, so we're going to be getting rid of the icicle lights. This we keep from one of our front doors. This is the star for our tree. This hangs my wreath or that Santa. And Christmas stuff. If you're new to my channel, I have 7 kids, 2 daughter-in-laws, and 2 grandchildren. So, and then we have cats. So I have a lot of stockings that I will need to go through. So these are for the 2 cats. I do have stockings for if my kids that don't live at home anymore, when they visit, if they're here for Christmas, I do fill a stocking for them, but if they're not here, I don't. So I know that my son and daughter-in-law won't be here for Christmas, or my grandson. I am going to need to get a stocking for my granddaughter, but I don't need to this year because she won't be here this year, so I'll just go ahead and wait. And then for my other kids, I have Christian, I have Fran, Rachel. I have a couple of stockings upstairs, but I know they were like princess stockings. We'll be getting rid of those. I was going to do a project on them and didn't, but we'll get rid of those. So I do actually need to buy some stockings. I have 1, 2, then I have 3, 4, so I need to buy 2 more. So we're keeping all of the stockings. More icicle lights. Getting rid of those. And this was a craft project I did last year for a collab. I honestly never liked it. So we'll get rid of that. Another hanger for the other door, we'll keep that. I see this is like ribbon, kind of messy. I was gonna use this in the thing that I created snow. I never really liked it. I don't have good places to put things like this because they're not big enough to be seen. So that's going. This is all craft supplies, which I will keep, and we tend to make little arrangements. So any other craft supplies I'm putting in here. Here are all my craft things that I have, ribbons and different picks, other Christmassy ribbons like this. So all of this stuff is going to get kept. Once I've made my arrangements, then I will see what I can get rid of out of here, but for now it's staying. This I'll keep. This is a little, I love that. We'll keep that. This I'll keep. This is what I put my hot cocoa bar on. And this is where I put the cocoa packets and the little candy bars or whatever. I should definitely organize this stuff, but this was all for the cocoa bar. This is our tree skirt. Oh, here's another stocking. The princess stockings we're getting rid of because everybody's too old for them, so I'll put that there. Oh, these are extra hooks for ornaments. We'll keep that. These we had in the front yard, which the kids enjoyed, so I'll keep those. This is my fancy ornament storage. Oh, more craft supplies. Oh, you know what? Actually, I think last year I had these in my tree, and I actually really liked it. I liked having those in my tree, so we'll keep that. All right. These are just trash. Different balls. Oh, that's my grandson, yeah. All right, so these are really just different colors. I don't have fancy ornaments, as you can see. See that? This one is actually broken, but we keep putting it on the tree, so I think I am gonna get rid of this one. The rest are fine. I do blue and silver for Christmas. My kids have always helped decorate the tree ever since they were old enough to do it. So this was something I made. So I have, this is all my breakable ornaments. So they're kind of wrapped in a paper towel and then put in a bag. Yep. We have ornaments of various stages of children. So from when we had 3 children all the way up to 7, we have ornaments. And then as our family grows through marriages and grandkids, I get more and more. And then we have some personalized ones. So as I'm looking through these, I think I decluttered them before I put them in, yes, last year. So there's no ornaments that need to be decluttered. Yeah, so it's all stuff that we plan to keep. I also have in my description box 3 of the friends that I've been decluttering with all last month and now this month. Michelle from My Everyday Wife Life, Dee from Dee Lovely Life, and Sunday Dawn from The Helpful Home. So those are in my description box as well. I spent most of 2021 decluttering down here in the basement. If you're interested to see that series, I will leave it linked in my description box below. And so this, now that I did like a general declutter and I did like trash and things that were obvious, as each season progresses and comes, then I'm doing more of a micro declutter, whereas before it was more of a macro declutter. I'm gonna get Valentine's right out of the way. I always get pillow covers and then I take my same throw pillows and I change the cover each season. Except for these 2 here. But I could take, these are actually throw pillows, but I don't use that many usually. So I could take these out and recover them. This I might use for Christmas. This is winter with the snowflake, and oftentimes what I do is I just change what's inside. I change the bow, and then I could use it for Christmas as well as Valentine's. I have Nutcracker. And these I put by my sink, so I'm keeping that. Oh, these are all of our Christmas cookie cutouts. Definitely keep that. Then here are my winter pillow covers from my couch. And like I said, I just changed the covers out, so yeah. And here is my curtain for my kitchen. And this is my table runner. So yeah, that's it. I feel like I'm missing some. Oh, yeah, here they are. Those will need to be ironed. Those are my Christmas ones. But they double for winter as well. This one says Holly Jolly Christmas. So all that is staying. I'm gonna combine them all into one box, and it's okay that it's kind of heaping. I'm just going to leave it out for now because in the next couple of days I'll actually be starting to decorate for Christmas, believe it or not. And I know a lot of people think that means that you've forgotten Thanksgiving. It doesn't at all. It's just they're so close together. I kind of lump them into all one thing. So I have a pumpkin that says thankful, and I'm just going to incorporate that into my decor and then pull that out when Thanksgiving is over. I'm pretty minimal when it comes to Thanksgiving, but I think of it as all one season. The weather's getting colder anyway, so it's the perfect time to start decorating. I usually have fall decor up for Halloween, And then once Halloween is over, we start to get snow anyway. So I decorate for winter, and then I can add Christmas as we go. But this year, I'm probably putting out the Christmas stuff because for some reason we're extra excited about it. Probably because last year things were so quiet and still kind of inside the house. And now the Valentine stuff can go back in here, waiting for Valentine's Day. Here is my super easy way to keep track of presents. First, I find just a regular notebook. This we had in the house already. And then on each page, there's the person's name, and I put 2 people per page for every person I'm buying for. So each of my kids, they choose 3 things. Now, they might give me a list of any amount they want, but I'm going to choose 3 things from that list to purchase for them. And then this is a list of things that they didn't ask for that I bought them. Usually I would tell them I'm buying them 1 thing, but sometimes, we do more. It just depends on the year and what we have for funds. And so I list what they asked for. Let's say it was Ariana Grande perfume, where I purchased it. So let's say Ulta or Ulta.com, the price I paid. Then when it comes in, because I do try to mostly order online, I put a check mark here. When I have wrapped it, then I put a check mark here. That way I know the things that I've done so far. And I even go as far as, if this was gift number 1, then I'm going to put a 1 on the package. That way if there's 2 things that go together, it's easy for me to find those under the tree if necessary, or if I freak out and I think that I don't have something, or even one year I bought something twice, then under the wrapping I would have L2, and then I would know which gift is in that packaging. And then I list all the things I get for them for stockings. This helps me to know if I'm semi-even for every one of my kids. So I'm going to put the grandchildren. Anybody I buy for is going to get a half sheet, and I can just grab this and go if I go to a store, or I can keep it by my laptop or in my bedroom for when I'm ordering online. Then you can see any teachers that we buy for. There's the teacher's name and the gift that we purchased, and then extended family, they all live far away. So name, gift we purchased, and whether it has been bought and shipped. I can just put a check mark here, and that way I know that I'm done. Speaking of gifts, my daughter Rachel is an artist, and this is a piece that she made for Yvonne last year of her and our dog Dash, and I'll pop up a photo reference that she used. And I wanted to let you know that she has agreed to open commissions for my viewers. She said she can take up to 5 commissions if you would like something like this for one of your kids and a pet, or it doesn't have to be a pet, but I wanted to show you what her art style is. The most economical way to do this would be to have her create the art for you, and she would send it to you through email or something. And then there's always companies that offer these canvas style prints, and that's what I did for this. Is I got a free canvas style print, and I'll leave a link to one of those companies in my description box in case you do decide to get an art piece. Then you could have it printed for free. I will leave those companies, or at least one of them, in my description box in case you did decide to do something like this. You can email me if you're interested in more information, thismainermom@gmail.com. I'm trying to get everything we need for Thanksgiving and Christmas now, food-wise, everything that I can that won't spoil. That way I don't have to worry about whether supplies go down at stores. I can just get it now and be done with it. Here is what the haul looks like so far. Starting over here, I have command hooks because I was thinking about hanging our stockings on the wall. Tape for wrapping. I bought wrapping paper. I bought this huge roll. This thing is huge. Plus, it is reversible. So things can match but not all be in the same wrapping paper, and I really think this roll is going to be enough for my whole Christmas. Then we have these lights because we have been doing the white icicle lights always, and the kids are dying to try colored, so this will go on the house. I got 2 of those. They were $12 a piece at Sam's Club, and it's 200 lights, and it's 43 feet. Down on the floor is cat food because I have been seeing shortages of cat food. This one's open, I need to get it in a Rubbermaid, but this one is extra. My son and daughter-in-law and their kids are coming for Thanksgiving and they drink Diet Coke, so I got this 35 cans. They'll be here a week. I haven't bought any other sodas because this is not regular for us to be buying soda all the time, and if I buy the kind the rest of my family likes, it won't last till Thanksgiving, so I'm waiting on that. Then I got a good big size of sugar and flour. There's some liquid soap, of course, hashtag real life for the holidays. We might need that. And we're always using coconut milk. I'll probably get more. Then the stuffing, this is our favorite stuffing, so that will be for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Tomato paste, which we're always searching for things like jambalaya, because when family comes, I like to make the favorites. I might be making a green bean casserole, so there's green beans, and this I bought because we do use it in things like dips and salsas, and not salsa, but guacamole. And my regular grocery store has been really short of this or not having it at all, so I got this at Sam's. Then my husband and a few others love jelly cranberry sauce, and they also like to make wraps after Thanksgiving with leftovers. I always use avocado oil when I'm cooking because it has a higher smoke point than a lot of other oils. Then enough cherry pie filling for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Pumpkin, pumpkin, and pumpkin because we do pumpkin pie at both as well. And then who doesn't need sweetened condensed milk and evaporated milk for so many recipes. I got a gluten-free graham cracker pie crust from my daughter, who is gluten-free and vegan. Well, she's not vegan, but she can't have eggs or milk, so this was perfect because it has none of that in there. Then these are 2 pie crusts because I always do chocolate cream pie and Oreo pie at Thanksgiving, and it's just the pie with whipped cream. I'll do crushed Oreos on this one, and then on this one I'll do shaved chocolate on the top. So easy. You might have noticed in my grocery haul that I didn't have any frozen foods in there, and that's because I really need to declutter my deep freeze. And I think when we're planning what we're going to declutter, we don't often think of the fridge, the freezer, the pantry, but those are super important areas to be decluttering because sometimes we can, by accident, take up a lot of space with old, spoiled food or things that are never going to get eaten and could be donated. So I'm going to go through my freezer right now and take out anything that I know we shouldn't be keeping, and that will make room for what's coming in. So I have never been much of a prepper, but this year I've really felt like with the whole shipping crisis, it's something I more need to be doing. This was cake from my son's wedding I thought they'd want to keep, but they didn't, so we'll get rid of that. This is probably soup stock from last year that I just forgot. So that is going. I don't even know how old it is. It's not labeled. There's just a few things in here that I don't know how old it is. So that will have to go. These I'll be using for this year's pies. They're pie crusts. I'll move these pizzas with the pie crust here. Although these were frozen, they do say best by 2019. So I'm going to get rid of these too. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pie crusts. That should do it. I have rolls that I know we'll use. These we use all the time, pizzas. I have some peas, spinach, broccoli, sweet potato fry. That is much better, and I feel like now I can go out and get any frozen items that we might need for the holidays. With our stairs right here, I like to have this shelf and this shelf be things that we grab very commonly. So this shelf over there is all of our spare cleaners, paper towels, toilet paper. This shelf, I wasn't keeping much food storage, so it was right here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these games down to this bottom shelf, and that will give me this shelf for food storage as well. Now I have some things that I wouldn't trust down here, but they're going to be in Rubbermaid with a snap lid, so to make sure if anything got into the basement, it wouldn't be getting into the food. This box was emptied from my attic declutter, so if you haven't seen that, I have 2 videos up and there'll be at least 2 more. I will leave that series, oops, sorry to shake you. I will leave that series linked in my description box. And since it's not very heavy, it's going up here. So this feels good, and if you missed it, we have our Thanksgiving plates here. These will be our pie plates. And then this is the design for our dinner plates. Here we go. Here we are. This feels very good.